What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, wait a minute, didn't you just do a video earlier today? I did, but tomorrow I actually have to go to Quest Diagnostics inside Northwest Hospital tomorrow at 11:30, and it would probably take me a while to get the video filmed and posted, most likely. So I figure why not post the video tonight, and then tomorrow morning I can post on the community tab the question of the day. So yeah, so for today's video I'm gonna be talking about a couple of topics that basically intertwine with one another. Now, you guys are probably wondering, you guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, Nash, what do you mean by that? Well, if you guys remember earlier this year, back in, I believe back in May, sometime in like May or June, there was supposed to have been a six-pack challenge where the winner would go on to, I believe, to Hell in a Cell and would challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. I believe it was at Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna have to look back on my book because I believe that was the case. Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania. Here we are, Backlash. WrestleMania Backlash. The only title that was on the the card was the SmackDown Women's title. So yeah, so basically, it came down. So originally the match was supposed to have been I think it was Nikki ASH, or I guess now Nikki. I guess now Nikki Cross, Dewdrop, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and the back then WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Sasha Banks and Naomi, or I guess the Boston Glow Connection, as I had referred to them as. Yeah, Sasha Banks and Naomi. We found out that they decided to take their tag team titles, place them on the desk of the head of talent relations at that point, and walked off. And Michael Cole on SmackDown that week, that Friday, had even mentioned it that they disappointed their peers, their families, their fans, everybody all over the world. And I've brought this up on the channel several times since then on what could be their future, you know, whether or not we'll see them back in WWE, what's going to go on. We now have an update, and I believe this is the finalized update for Sasha Banks, because for Sasha, actually, you know what? Before we even get started, before we even go any further, if you guys enjoy this video, and you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And also, guys, do not forget to check out the community tab. Again, I've said it before, I've been posting quite a few posts on there. So make sure you guys check out the community tab, leave some likes on there, drop comments, and let's continue on with this. So apparently Sasha Banks was in talks with WWE over a brand new deal, and supposedly supposedly Sasha Banks wanted a salary that was similar to Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair's. You guys are wondering, wait a minute, what do you mean? Well, given how popular both Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair have been, especially in the last, what, 4 or 5 years now, yeah, she wanted a salary that was on that level. And according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer, big shout out, no copyrights as always, he actually made a report noting that not sure if I should bring this up, but it was basically, but the salary for some of the female talent in WWE is in the 7-figure range. Not gonna say exactly how much, because obviously, you know the whole algorithm. We all know. But yeah, it was basically, yeah. But again, yeah, it was somewhere in the 7-figure range, and apparently Sasha Banks wanted something similar to that, and unfortunately, Sasha Banks' request was denied. And apparently her talks of her leaving WWE had started out in the summer of this year. And apparently, WWE has claimed that Sasha Banks had already peaked as a star, and apparently WWE does not believe that she'll be on top on top of the mountain for the next 5 years. However, they view her as a competitor, as a wrestler who could be at least called upon for a singles or tag team title run. Even though WWE has not confirmed anything officially, it's possible that she's already left WWE. Fightful Select, big shout out, no copyrights, reported that Sasha's exit negotiations took place months ago. And apparently in June, Wrestling Inc.'s Raj Giri, big shout out again, no copyrights with the algorithm, reported that Sasha Banks was out of the promotion completely, and we now know that she'll be a part of. She is said to appear for the promotion New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I believe is their big show called Wrestle Kingdom 17 on the 4th of January, which is not too far out, which is going to be I believe in a couple of weeks, and this will be her first wrestling appearance since both her and Naomi walked out of WWE on Raw back in May. So it ties obviously into what Naomi's update, what her future could hold in WWE, and apparently, according to the Wrestling Observer, supposedly Naomi originally wanted to come back to WWE with Sasha Banks, and was told that her decision would be to sit at home. Apparently, she was told reportedly that her decision was to sit at home and to sit at home, go elsewhere, or to return without Sasha Banks. Dave Meltzer, according to um, according to Dave Meltzer, he said, quote, regarding Trinity Fatu, Naomi of course, who left with Banks and nothing has been said about her. We were told that she has to make a decision. Originally she wanted to come back with Banks as a tag team and was told her decision would be to sit at home, go elsewhere, meaning her contract was about to expire when she left, although they could freeze it and force her back for a very short period of time. But that really wouldn't make sense or return without Sasha Banks. So the idea was basically similar to if I remember correctly, I believe they did this with, I think, with Johnny Gargano. It was either with Gargano or Samoa. I don't remember who they did that with. Oh no. They did that with Kairi Sane back in 2020. Back in 2020. Mid COVID, where they froze her they froze her contract, and she ended up leaving altogether. And the exact same thing happened, I think, with Sarah Logan, or I guess now Valhalla. I guess they froze her contract as well, and she ended up leaving as well. But then she came back, obviously with Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, and yeah. So basically, she had three options: either sit at home, go elsewhere, or come back without Sasha Banks. And honestly, it's kind of hard to wrap our minds around it, because with Sasha Banks' exit had been negotiated and apparently finalized months ago. Apparently, I guess there are some high hopes that we could potentially see Naomi back in WWE, but the only problem is does Naomi really want to come back to WWE? Yes, it is true that she's now a former women's tag team champion. She's a 2-time SmackDown women's champion. There is no denying that. The problem with Naomi is the fact that she's been, how can I describe it? She's been cursed, I guess you could say, with Sasha's bad luck, or not bad luck, but rather with Sasha's stubbornness, I guess you could say, because Sasha Banks went down this exact same path literally like 3-4 years ago on the night of WrestleMania inside MetLife Stadium. And you guys are wondering, wait a minute, MetLife Stadium? What do you mean? What do you mean WrestleMania in MetLife Stadium? What happened? So to showcase what happened, I have to go all the way back to that moment, and I want to show you guys the comparison of my book from back then to the comparison of my book now. This was my book from back then, and this is my book now. Literally, it's almost full. I have to get another one pretty soon. But the match that I'm talking about was a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. It was Sasha Banks and Bayley, the champions, the first ever champions, mind you. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics. Nia Jax and Tamina, and of course the Divas of Doom, which were known as Natalia and the Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. When they told when WWE Creative told Banks and Bayley that they were going to drop the titles to the Iconics, Sasha left. Right after WrestleMania, Sasha Banks left. Bayley stayed. Sasha Banks left WWE, and she kept posting cryptic messages, not just on Twitter but on Instagram as well. And now it's come down to this again. It's gotten to a point now, it's gotten to a point where it ties into the question: should Sasha Banks even come back to WWE to begin with? And I know that there's gonna be a lot of people who will probably post in the comments saying that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're so wrong on this topic. You know what? I'm being real. Sasha Banks disappointed everybody. She disappointed you guys, myself, all of her fans, her family. She disappointed everybody by leaving WWE that night back in May. And I mean, if she wants to leave WWE, then you know what? I say go for it. Because honestly, now, even without Sasha Banks, women's wrestling in WWE has done amazing. We have Bianca Belair as our Raw Women's Champion. We've got Damage Control as our Women's Tag Team Champions. We got Ronda Rousey as the SmackDown Women's Champion. We got Kaden Carter and Katana Chance as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And now we have Roxanne Perez as our new NXT Women's Champion by defeating Mandy Rose last week on NXT. So, excuse me. There we go. Oh, had to belch out the heartburn. Ow. Yeah. Again, I mean, honestly, women's wrestling in WWE has done so much better without Sasha Banks, and even also without Naomi as well. It's kind of crazy, but if she does come back to WWE, the question is, what does she do? What does she do? Odds are she could align herself with her husband Jimmy Uso and join the Bloodline, which is a possibility because technically she is family, to be fair. But another thing too is if she does come back, she could also just come back as a singles competitor, or as a babyface, or turn her heel, or just turn her heel all entirely, and because of her leave when she left WWE, that essentially meant she was becoming a heel. But the way I see it, should Sasha Banks come back? No, I think honestly, no. In my opinion, no. Sasha Banks took that night way too far. When they told her and Naomi they were gonna be in a 6-pack challenge back in May, they both dropped the titles and left. That proved Sasha Banks no longer gives a damn about WWE. That's just how I see it. I know that there might be some people out there who will probably say, oh, Sasha Banks should come back. She needs to change women's wrestling. Here's the thing. She changed women's wrestling when she got to NXT years ago. Let's just be real on that. Nowadays, you've got the man, Becky Lynch. You got Bayley. You got the rest of Damage Control. You got Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair. You've got Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Aaliyah, Ronda Rousey. You got Roxanne Perez, Fallon Henley. You got all these women across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT who are dominating the wrestling scene with an iron fist without Sasha Banks or Naomi. And I feel like if they both came back to WWE, odds are the ratings could go down to an all-time low, which is a possibility because obviously that's what makes the WWE shows pop, are the ratings. The lower they are, the higher the bar that WWE needs to set. The higher the ratings are, the even higher bar the WWE needs to set for the next show, and the next show after that, and the one after that. That's pretty much all there is to it. But I want your guys' opinion. I want your guys' honest opinion, and I would love for you guys to post in the comments below. Start a little, a little discussion in the comments. Should Sasha Banks and Naomi come back to WWE? That's the question of the day. Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more videos like this, more videos like this in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. The links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.